Okay, so let me just quickly make you host. Okay, it's done now. Okay,
Yeah.
you can go ahead. Thank you.
Actually, today we'll do the practical of the theory which we had done yesterday.
प्रैक्टिकल दिखाएगा वो आपको ज्वाइन करना है
So let's get going. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the software I'm using is Eclipse. Okay, so this is widely used for professionals to code in Java, and this is a sample structure of a simple Java code. Okay, so we will visit these topics later on, what is class and what is all this. As of now, just so how you will get till here. Okay, let me show it to you all, so if you all try to do it, you all can also achieve the same. So I've deleted the entire package. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go to file, go to new, and go to Java project. So Java project, the name, whatever name you want to give to the project. So I will give SCS live training. Okay, and if I want this, but I have many projects over here, right? You see on this left window. I want this to be on the top, so it will filter out the numbers first. So I give one on the top and finish. Okay, so now it will create this folder over here. Okay, now click expand this folder, go to the SRC, right click and new and make a class. Okay, so you can make any class. You're making a test class, and this test class you have to make a main method. The main method in Java looks like this: public static void main capital S string args and like this. Okay, so if this is too much for you all, what you can do is just write main and control space bar. What? Control plus space bar. So just type main, come till the end, hit the control key, hit the space bar, and it says main method. It will give you the main method. Okay, so this much is the skeleton of the program which we need to execute our program. So now, so yesterday we had declared some variables. Okay, so if I say integer number 1, okay, and now if I want to display this, what is, so okay, what is the value of number 1 right now? So let's go back to the drawing board which we had yesterday. Now what is the value of number 1? Anyone?
20.
What is number 1 holding right now?
20.
Is it? Anyone else?
0.
Yes.
By default 0.
By default 0. So the variable name is number 1. Some address is given to it 1000, and by default it has value 0. If you want to check its value, try to display the variable. So to display, we have system.out.println and then display the variable. So now if I display, oh, it is not initialized, they have not been initialized. Okay, so it's not initialized. See, if you see any red dot on this scroll bar, means your program has an error. So If we initialize it to 0. So now if I run this code, right click on it, run as, and go to Java application. So it will run the code and it will show you the output on the console. This is the console. You see over here console, the output will come here. See, output has come 0. Okay. Now if I put in it 18 and do a run, right click, run as Java application. So now it will display me 18. Similarly, if I take one more variable, number 2, and I say 10, and now if I display number 1 and number 2, what do you think is the output of this? Yes, guys.
18.
18 and 10. Number 1 is
18.
18 and number 2 is 10.
Yes.
Done this code, number 18 and 10. Okay. See, they're coming on separate lines because I've used the function print ln. So print ln will print the data and feed a new line. It's like giving a /n in C and giving an endl in C++. If you want on the same line, then use the print function. So now if I print this, what is the output? What do you think is the output of this?
1810.
1810 on the very same line. Okay. Okay. If there's a shortcut for writing this, system.out.println. Just write sys out and control space bar. Control plus space bar. So just write sys out and control space bar. So as I write sys out, control space bar, it gives me. Okay. So these are your Eclipse shortcuts. Okay. Now if I want to comment this code, I don't want this code to be executed. Line number 9, I want the compiler to skip it. Then what do? We comment that line. What we do? So this is a single line comment in Java. No, 2 slashes. And if you want to comment multiple lines of code, so if you want to comment, let's say 3 lines, you don't want. So now if I run this code, the output will be, okay, so better we stick to the ln. So the output of this code will be 18, 10, 10, 10 4 times. 10 4 10. Now I don't want this last 3 to be displayed. So what do? I comment them. So if I want to comment multiple lines, then slash asterisk, and where you want to end it, the reverse of that, slash asterisk and slash. So the color will change to green and this code is now hidden. Okay. So you can comment it. If you do single line comment, you have to do it 3 times. Like this. So if you are commenting a large section of code, use the multi-line comment. Okay. The shortcut for that is select the lines you want to comment and give control and slash. Control plus your, which slash is this? Forward slash, backslash?
Forward.
Yeah, so control plus forward slash. So whatever code you want wish to comment, copy it, control and slash. Okay, so it will comment there. And if you want to comment using the multi-line comment, and if you want to remove the comment, the same thing. Select that line, control slash, will remove the comment. And if you want to add multi-line comments, then just add shift. If you want a shortcut for multi-line comment, then control plus shift plus forward slash. So this will comment like multiple lines using multiple line of multi-line comment. So selected, Control, Shift, and slash. Got it? Try to learn these shortcuts. Okay. And if you want to remove it, Control Shift. Just the reverse of it you have to do. Just use the reverse and it will uncomment that code. So far we had reached, right? And then yesterday we had done some operators also. So we had arithmetic operators. So if I want to multiply number 1 and number 2, so I want to store them in a third variable. Okay, so I take sum, and what would I write? Sum equals to number 1 multiplied by number 2. So what would be in sum now? 180. So will it display me 180 right now? Will it display 180 on the console?
No, it's not displaying a 180
Yeah,
because
because
we
we're just
don't cite
calculating.
system
We're
dot
just
out dot
calculating it.
println
We're not
sum.
displaying it. So to display sysout, control space bar, and you used to display sum. So now it will display 180. Okay. If you want to add something before it, that the result is 180, then put that in double quotes. The result is 180, and then to join it with the variable, put a plus operator. This is called as concatenation. Okay, so this will display the result is 180. Okay, and you can put it anywhere. If you want to put it in the start, that 180 is the result, what will you say? 180 okay, as per your convenience. We can play around with this. I want some space over here, so put a space over here. Okay, what if I want to display the sum? I want the output as this. What would be the print statement to print this? Any guesses?
Yes, sir. System dot out dot println the sum of Turkey.
Just
and
paste this.
with inverted comma and plus number 1.
Yeah, so this over here. 18 is in which variable?
Number 1.
Number
So
1.
concat that with number 1. And then and is a string, so put that also. 10 is in which variable?
Number 2.
Number
Is it a string?
Is
Then
sum.
and is in which variable?
Some variable, sir.
Make sense? So I have given space before and after and. Before is, after is. Okay, got it? Then there is one more way of doing the same thing. We have a string.format function. Okay. So how would we do this in C programming? Remember, in C we would do this like this. Printf.
Yes, sir.
Those who have programmed in C, right? So they might recollect. This would be something of this nature. The sum of %d and %d is %d for integer, right? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir. Correct.
And then the values would come, which is the first value, which is the first %d.
Number
Number
1.
one, correct?
Number 1, yes. comma, number 2,
Second percentage D is for,
number 2,
and the
comma,
third is for,
sum.
remember?
Yes,
So we
sir.
can use this style also in Java. For that, we have string dot format function. What do we have? Okay. So what we can do is we are printing, right? And then we have to use string dot format. Okay. And put this and make sense.
Yes, sir.
So string dot format, and then you can do this. So I want to comment from year to year. No, we will be reading this, right? So I'll comment this, control slash, and I'll comment this. So what is the output now? Only this line, correct? Got it? So you all can use this. This is looking much more cleaner. Okay, this is what the professionals use. Okay, so don't use much of concatenation. Unnecessary will complicate. So your program should be more readable. So use this if you wish to display the variables in your output. Okay, so now if then we also played with doubles, correct? Yes, yes or no?
Yes.
So what is a double?
It shows the decimal points number.
Yeah, it stores decimal points, right? So let's do some double also. Now if I have a double, and if I say number 3 equals to 5.5, correct? So, and let's take double number 4 is 5.0, and I want the multiplication of 3 and 4. What will I do? I want the multiplication of 3 and 4. So we'll take a variable also. So this was my sum 1, but this was an integer sum. And now if to multiply doubles, I'll take a sum 2. And what would that be? Number 3 multiplied by number. And now we have to display this, right? So what is the, so percentage D was for integer, correct? Percentage D was for integer. Then now if I want to display doubles, what is the shortcut for double? Any guesses? So for that, you have the internet at your access. So a good programmer is the one who knows how to search. Okay. So if you need any assistance, you can just, you should know what keywords to search. Okay. So I'll just say display double value using string dot format. Okay. So it is telling me use percentage F. What to use? You see over here.
Yes. Percentage F.
So see, this internet will be very much beneficial for you all as developers. Okay. So try to make optimum use of this resource. If you are stuck anywhere, so a good programmer knows what to search. This also is a very good skill to have. Okay, so no one will ask you to buy heart a particular code. And now with the invent of Chat GPT, you know, you all try to access Chat GPT, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
You
tried.
should know what to search. So I wanted to display a double value using string dot format. So for that, now it is telling me use what? So I know I have used with integer. So I will just take a hint from here. Okay, it's saying use percentage F. Okay, so I will just go and alter my code to percentage F, and percentage F. Make sense to you all? So if you are stuck anywhere, no, use the internet. Now if I try to run this code, let's see what output it throws me. So how many decimals it is giving me by default? The answer is giving how many decimal points?
6 points.
6 decimal points, right? But I want only 2 decimal points. 5.50, 5.50, or 5.00 is 27.50. I don't want this remaining 4. So if you look over here for the hint, what is it saying? Dot 2F means after the dot, how many decimal points you need? How many?
2.
2.
2. So use what? Dot 2F.
Dot 2F. Dot
So
1F.
after that, percentage dot 2F. Getting?
Yes, yes, sir. We can also
So we can.
Yeah.
we can also use dot 3F.
Dot 2F will restrict the decimal to 2
Yes,
places.
sir.
If I wanted for 3 decimal points, then
3.
3.
okay. Like this, try to start your programming journey. Do simple programs. Okay. So now we have these 4 variables. Okay. And we were trying to manipulate these variables yesterday. So these are my 4 variables now. Okay, if I say percentage F and display an integer, what do you think it should display? So if I want to multiply number 1 and number 3, I want to multiply number 1 and number 3. Now what is in sum? What is in sum now? Okay, let's make it simple. Look at, let's multiply number 1 and number 4. Now what is in sum? 90.
Yes.
Okay, 18. Okay, let's multiply number 2 and number 4. Make it even easier. Now what is in sum?
50.
What is in sum 2?
50.
So now num1 is integer or float?
Now one is integer, sir.
But if I
Integer.
say that I want to display it in, okay, what should be the output of this program? So I'm trying to say percentage 2F means a float, percentage 2F a float, percentage 2F a float. But I have given over here number 1, which is an
Integer.
Integer
what will
number.
happen?
Number 1, number 2.
So see what happens. It is showing an exception is occurring. What it is saying? Illegal format conversion exception. Illegal format conversion exception, that you're trying to convert a into a float. So what should have come over here? Percentage. Now it's good.
Yes.
Now good. Okay. And now I have these 4 variables with me, which I can play around with anytime now. So always try to visualize what is there in the variable. So number 1 has 18 at the moment. So similar, and it has an address also, right? So these are my 4 variables. Number 1. And these are the values. This has 10. .5 and 5.0. Okay, now we all know how to do the sum and all that stuff. Now we will try to do those. Okay, so whatever syntax which is useful, I'll put it on the chat. So you all can take it from there. Has Monsoon arrived at your individual cities? Arrived here in Pune today. Okay, so now my question is, if I say number 1 equals to number 1 plus 100, and if I stress out number 1, what is the output?
Number
Faster.
1 plus 100 is the 118.
118. Okay. Very good. And now, if I say number 1 is number 1 plus number 1, now what?
36.
18 plus 18 is the 36.
No, that is what we are faltering. Now, what was the after this
Okay.
sentence? What is the value of number 1?
So this section, yeah.
Okay,
36.
if you type a first number is a number 1 is a 118, then 118 plus
Yes. So now it
18.
has changed, right? So it has changed now. So it has
Yes,
become
sir.
118. And now what am I doing? 118. So first solve the right hand side. First solve the right hand side now. What is it now?
136.
118 plus 118. That is what? 236. Will go where?
Oh, 236.
Yes, sir.
In number 1. So number 1 will become.
236.
Okay.
236.
So now what changes have happened over here? That number 1 has now become
236.
2, 3. Okay. Good one. Okay, now if I say number 3 equals to number 4 multiplied by 10. Now tell me.
Number 4 is 5.0 to 5.0 multiply with 10 is it?
What? 50.0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
50.0 will go where? In which variable?
Number 3.
So what will change?
5.5 will be replaced by 50.
Right.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Number 3, number 4, number 1. Now, so now if I display number 3, so after this I need to display number 3, correct? Okay.
Yes.
So this was variable plus variable, variable plus numeric, only numeric. Okay. Okay, now if I do this. Now, what is the value of number 3?
5.0.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
right, 5.0.
so number 3, number 4 is being copied into number 3. So now if I display number 3, it will display 5.2. Okay. So like this, you can keep on changing stuff. Then yesterday we also did modulus operator, correct? So we did mod operator yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So if I tell you number 1 mod with divide with 2, how much? What is number 1?
2, 3, 6.
What is divided by 2? How much?
118.
118. And that I want to store in some another variable. So I can declare it over here also. I can declare it over here also. So I can say integer number 5 equals. Now, so now what happens? A new variable is declared by what name?
Number 5.
And what is the value of number 5?
Yeah.
118.
The value of number 5.
118.
Okay, address will not be same for all. Okay, remember this. Each variable will have a new address. I just copy pasted it. I forgot to change the address. So, okay, and now I have a new variable by what name? Number 5. And address is 5,000. This is just, I am just assuming a very easy address number. So, but the address numbers are very complex numeric they are. Now, what will come in number 5?
118.
118. So, okay, if I would do this, number 5 equals to number 1 mod with 2. Now what? Okay, now once I've declared it, I can't redeclare the variable with the same name. Now I cannot use integer. Now what will come in number 5?
0.
0, correct. Because what are we doing? Number 1 mod with 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So number 1 mod with 2. So it will be of this nature. So numerator goes inside.
Yes,
This is
sir.
number 1. And denominator goes outside, which is 2. 2 how much? 118 how much? 2, 3, 6. And what you get? What does the mod give you? The remainder. So what will come in number 5 now?
0.
0.
0. And now if I display number 5, then what will it display me?
0.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is what mod does. Okay. Then there are many other. If you want to check the other arithmetic operators in Java. You can just search what. So make a habit of searching the internet. Arithmetic operators in Java. And now see what it tells. This is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Okay. And this is a good site. Okay. Tutorials point and Java point. These are very good sites. Make a habit of browsing these sites. Java point is very good.
Yes, sir.
There's one called as tutorial point also is pretty good. This tutorial point. These two are pretty good. Okay. Then W3 school also is good. But I prefer these two websites.
Yes, sir.
So let's see what they have to say. Are there any other operators? See, these are type of operators we have. Unary,
Unary,
arithmetic,
Arithmetic,
shift,
shift,
relational.
relation, bitwise.
So, in arithmetic, they've given only these 5. Multiply, divide, mod, plus. Okay. And then, okay. Very good. Nice. I wanted to discuss this. Okay. Now, what is the output of this? Well, let's make it simple. Yes, tell me. What are we adding? See, if I do this, what is the value of number 2?
Is 100.
It's become 100.
So
Yes.
it is flushing the old value. It is flushing the old value
Yes.
and then reassigning it a new value, correct?
Yes, sir. Correct. Replace by.
But I don't want to flush the old value. I want to add something to the existing value. So if I say this, that number 2, whatever is the number 2, add 100 to it.
Yes.
Now what?
Number 2.
Please write a number plus 100. The
Number 2,
number
number
is
2.
nothing. Number
What?
2,
Number 2.
2 plus
Number
100, then 10 plus 100, yani 110, 110.
Number 2. Yes.
Yes. 1 1
1 1
0.
1 1 0. So what now it will keep the old value and just add what I have mentioned. So now number 2 will become what?
1 1 0. Yes.
Okay. So
110.
one way of doing this is like this. Another, there's an operator called as number. What am I adding to the existing value? What was the old value of number 1? Number 2, what is the old value?
10.
And how
10.
much am I adding to it?
100.
100. So what I can do is I can do this also. Plus equal to. What I can say?
Plus equal to. Okay.
So keep
Okay,
the
so
old value. In that old value, just add how much?
100.
Which is as good as this. Okay. So
Yes,
both
sir.
as same as writing this. So this is a operator they have given you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's try to let's see who is smart enough to pick this now. Okay, this is the faster finger first buzzer round. The one who comes up with the answer can shout out the answer. Yeah,
10.
10 will go in.
Number 3 is 10. 5.0 could replace with
Number
10.
3 is 10. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Number 3 is 10. Okay. Any faster way of doing this?
Number 3 into
Multiply.
Into equals to.
equal to number 3.
Got it?
2. Yes.
Number 3 multiply with whatever is there in it by
Yes,
2.
sir. 2.
It's
Yes,
same
sir.
as adding number 3 by 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is what they are talking over here. These are the assignment operators. Simple assignment is equal to, then you have plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, divide equal to. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now let's do this exercise now. So I'll just comment out this much. Okay. How to comment it out? You select that portion, and as there are multiple lines we are commenting. Okay, but the developers, they use this. You know, they most of the time they just use this slashes. Okay. So now this is the state of my program. So now tell me, what is the answer of this? Tell me.
Number one's value is 18 plus 8
118.
is a 118.
118.
118. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. And now can you all tell me what is the output of this?
100 minus 10 is a 9.
10.
Yeah. Now tell
10
me.
minus 10 minus 5, 5.
Right.
10 minus 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now can you all tell me what is the number one now?
It's become
118, right?
118.
yes 118. Number 118. It's 118 divided by 2.
Now how much?
59.
Answer is a 59.
Hmm?
59.
59. 59.
It is showing 5. Number one, I have to display what?
System, yeah.
Number 1. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Yes, sir.
So plus equal to minus equal to divide equal to.
Yes.
Okay, now let's take this should be exciting now. Tell me now.
19.6.
No, it's an integer. Number one is an integer.
Okay, it's a
And we are using
19.
mod. We are using mod. So
Okay, it's a mod. And then a 6.
19s are 3 19s are 57, right?
Hmm. And a 6.
3 19s are 57. 3 10s are 30. 3 20s are 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just one number before that. So 3 19s are 57, correct?
Hmm.
3 into 19 is how much?
6 no remaining.
2 answer.
57, right?
Yes.
57.
Then I'm doing a mod. What is the remainder now?
6.
2. What is in number one?
Number 1 is a 59.
Yeah, so
After
59 mod
modulus
with
is a
3.
59 and 59.
0.
59 mod with 3.
Yeah,
Simple,
it's a
right?
6 no?
No, why 6? How can the remainder be 6 when the denominator is 3?
0.
2. Right.
Okay, 2.
Mathematics and programming are twin sisters. Three, right? So how much are 3? How much are 3? 19s are. So what is the remainder? So if I had written it like this, if I had the same line like this, how would you do it? And number one is 19. What is number one? 59. Number one is. So how would you do this? 59 mod with 3. What is the answer? 59 mod with 3. Mod gives the remainder, correct?
2. Yeah.
2. So the same thing I'm doing using the assignment operators. Got it? So now if I try to print number 1, it should give me output as 2. Here you go.
Yes, sir.
Who understood this? The last
un-
part.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yes, I agree. Answer.
Got it, right?
Yes, sir. I
These are your,
got. Yes. Sir.
huh? So these are your assignment operators, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we've done. Okay, now let's try to. Okay, if I'll comment out this also now.
Both.
So now if I say integer number 5 equals to number 1 divide by 3. Tell me. And if I display number 5, what is the output?
6.
Any guesses, guys?
6, sir.
6.
6.
Number means 18 and divided by 3.
Okay. What if it was 17? Now,
5. 5, sir.
5.
what does it show the calculator?
No, I don't use the calculator right now, but if you want
The
to-
calculator should be
5.6.
5.666.
5.6666. Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir. 5.666.
No, why you use a point? Because here is a use an integer, not a double. That's
yeah,
the reason I
LHS
use
is
a
a-
5.
LHS is an integer, right? So technically the answer is 5.6666.
Yes,
But as on the LHS we have an integer, it will eliminate
Yes.
all the decimal points.
yes.
And
It
what
will
will we
show
get
only
now?
5.
Only
sir.
5.
Correct, sir.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
What should I have done then? If I wanted 5.666, then
Double.
should I declare this as a
Double.
Now it's use the point values. Okay, 5.0.
so double will do the divide on a double only. Decimal
right.
point answer will come when the numerator also is a double. Numerator also is a
Only quotient part.
double. So if I convert this into a double, now the answer will come to 5.6. Got it?
Got it.
Yes, sir.
If your numerator and denominator is the same, then it will come. So getting a hang of it, guys, now how to work with the variables.
Right, sir.
Okay. So let's see if anything else has been specified by these tutorials. Okay, so we don't want to leave any stone unturned. So we'll do the research and see if there's anything which we are missing out. See, oh, Java variable, you see? Java variables, primitive and non-primitive, correct? Remember yesterday we had done?
Yes, sir.
So what are the
Yes.
primitives? What are we learning now, right now? Primitives, right? What are
Yes, sir.
non-primitives?
String, class,
Classes are your non-primitive. Okay?
non-primitive. Yes.
So a variable has a value, name, and address,
Address.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this is the scope of a variable. Okay, this we can do when we start doing functions. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
I want someone to maintain a parking lot. Parking lot is, sir, you had discussed about this topic in the initial sessions, and then you had told us we'll do it later on. So someone maintain a parking lot. So this is the parking lot we have. So once we remove that, once we do that topic, then we'll remove the parking lot. So we had to discuss what? Scope of variable. What we had to discuss? This is pending, okay? So pendings are in the parking lots. So this we'll do when we do functions, okay? This remind me when we do topic of functions. Okay, then we'll do the scope of variable. Because right now you want to understand this scope.
Yes, sir.
So local instance of. Okay, widening. What is widening? Any guesses? What is
Conversion.
widening? Yesterday we had done that.
Conversion of
sir.
low to high.
Conversion. Yes, sir.
Low to high, like integer to double.
This is
It's
widening,
Integer
called
right?
into a
the
double.
widening.
So if I have an integer a equals to 5 and I convert this into a double, what happens? It becomes what?
It's called a widening because you
This
convert
is
a
called as
lower to
what?
higher number.
Widening.
Widening. And if I have a double and I convert it into an integer, what it becomes?
Narrow.
Narrowing.
Narrowing. Okay, so remember this. So this is what is shown over here. So what is in A now?
It's 10.
So
And
what is A being converted to?
Plot
What is
is
in double?
a higher
If I
number is
display A and I have to display the float,
widening.
it will display me 10 and 10.2. And then now, what is the value of F? 10.5. I convert this F into what?
Integer.
Integer, okay?
Plot to integer.
This is what they are trying to show you. I'll comment this out, okay?
It's a type
If you are
conversion.
if you are using a float, no? So integer A, what is the value of A?
10.
So if I sys out
Print on.
A equals to
Plus
A.
A.
So what will be the output?
10.
A is 10. And now I take a float variable,
To plot.
float B, and I assign it to A.
Okay.
And now if I display B, what is the value of B?
B is an integer and is not in a float that shows the error maybe.
10.0.
But A is an integer. But it shows a 10.0. Hello.
As A is an integer, it will be
Yes,
first
it's a
converted to a float.
10.0
It will
directly
be
shows.
made first to 10.0 and then it will be stored in B.
Hmm.
Who understood this? So if I am trying to store a integer into a float, it will first be converted into a float and then be stored. So this 10 will be made to 10.0 and then stored in B. What will be in B? 10.0. Got this?
So,
This was a widening. This was what? Widening. Now let's take narrowing. Now if I have float C equals to 10.5 F. Okay, so if there is a float, write F after it. And now if I display this C, so what is the output? C is
answer
10.5.
10.5.
And now I want to
Yes,
store
as it
this
is.
C into an integer.
Yes. Integer
I do integer D.
equal to C.
So I cannot, so first I have to convert this into an integer.
Yes.
So narrowing you have to do explicitly. So what am I doing? Converting this C into integer. So what is the integer value of this C?
10.
10.
Only 10, right? It will remove the decimal.
Yes.
And then if I say D equals to D. So what is the output of D now?
10.
10.
Only 10.
Yes.
Understood? So this is what they're telling over here, narrowing. Yeah, so this is more or less variables are covered. So we've covered data types, we've covered variables, correct? Okay, we did not explore much of Boolean, right? So what can we store in a Boolean? We didn't explore much of characters also. So let's explore some characters also. So I'll keep on commenting this code. Okay. So what will be in a Boolean? So if I say Boolean A, and if I say out A, what is the value of A?
False.
By default, the Boolean has false. What is it telling? Local variable A may not have
So
been
now you can find the
did not
value of A.
initialize it. Okay. Okay, those are local variable. Now let's try to. This also is not being used, not being initialized. Okay. So you have to initialize it. So let's say if I give it value as true. So it is coming true. Okay, if I give it value as 1, then will it work? Okay, it cannot convert it and into it is trying to convert it into Boolean. It is not able
Because
to
one
convert.
is an integer and Booleans.
So now if I give false, so this is what a Boolean will have, only true or false. Now let's have a character. So character A equals to, let's say, capital A, right? And sys out. So sys out what? Small a, right? Now you can't have two variables with the same name. You can't have two variables with the same name in the same scope. So
Because it's
I'll
school
comment out
section.
this. So I can have any key character on the keyboard over here. So can I have dollar? Yes, but it should be in single quotes. Can I have a space? Yes. Just can I have two A's? Just two A character.
No.
Yes, no, no. So you can't have that.
Yes,
so
sir.
one
Double
single
issue.
character. If you want to have multiple characters, you have to make it a string. You have to make it as a
Yes.
String.
and string comes in double quotes. String comes in double quotes. In string, you can give as many characters you want. Okay, I have not displayed the string. I have not displayed the string. So like you can have alphanumeric keywords also. So your email address is a string. alice123@gmail.com. So this is a string. So string can have a combination of alphanumeric keywords also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So which is the first character in this string? Which is the
A.
first character in the string?
Yes, right. It's a string.
Which is the first character in this string?
All
A.
A.
A. So you can think of this string as an array of characters. We have not done the topic of arrays. So when we will start that, I'll show you in detail. So you can think of your string as an array of characters. So very important topic, string. So do it properly. So let's say if I have this string, okay. So if this is my array, Have you all know what is an array, guys? So I'll just
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
for beginner, I'll just give you all an introduction. So what is a string?
Yes.
So that is so on and so forth. So the index of an array starts from 0 always. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and blah 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 blah, whatever. So if I want to display E is at which index?
4.
4.
4. So you can say so if you can say that, so you can say b dot char add. What is the function name
Char at
and which index?
4.
So if I run this, what is the output? E. So if you want to display at the rate, which index?
At the rate is a 8.
Yes, sir. 8.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's say if we are SCS.com, is this a valid SCS email address?
Yes, yes,
Does
sir.
this email address belong to the company SCS?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Okay. Is this a valid SCS email address?
Yes, of
Is
course,
B
sir.
a valid SCS email address?
Yes, sir.
Is C a valid? Is C a valid? Is C a valid? Is C a valid? Is C a valid email address?
Yes, sir. Alice 123 at ssc.com. Yes.
Which is a valid email address, B or C? Is B a valid SCS email address?
Yes, sir. Both
Yes.
are valid.
Both are valid. Are you sure?
Alice 123 at.
Observe properly.
No, sir. Second one is SSCA. Okay, sorry. C is not valid. For B is valid. Yes.
To check SCS.com. So you see over here ends with. So does it end with SCS, true or false?
B is end with yes, true, sir.
And does
SCS.
C end with SCS?
No, sir, false.
False.
So your output will be,
True.
and your output will be
False.
False.
okay. So how do you join two strings? How do you join two strings?
Plus operator.
Concatenate. Yes. Plus.
Concatenation operator is plus.
Plus sign concatenate.
And now if I want to make a string with both the names, S. Is there any variable starting with LAS over here? Is there any variable starting with LAS? This one, right? So take over there and give control space bar. It will prompt you. You can take that directly. And now if I sys out full name, what is the output of this? What happened?
That is space for you.
Red line over here. Mean there is okay. Now if I want to make an address, if I want to make an email address, viratkohli@scs.com, how will I make? I have accepted the first name and last name from the user. I have got the first name and last name. Now I want to make a password with this domain. How will we make it now? So we have Virat, which is then which variable?
First
First
name.
name.
Then I will remove the space from here. And then what will I add to it?
At the rate,
At SCS.
SCS.com.
That is a string, correct?
Yes, sir.
And now if I say string email, and if I display email, it should display me the email. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But what is missing over here? If you all look closely, do you all have capital letters in your email address?
No, we don't.
So you should have
We
converted
always
this
write a small
into
letter.
all small letters, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have a function called to lowercase. So dot
Lowercase.
to, as it is a
lowercase.
string, you have function called to lowercase. And over here what?
Two lowercase.
So as this is a string, this is a class, you have ready-made functions for classes. Now this is looking better. Yes,
Right.
no, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So try to play around with the string functions today. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So next time when we meet, we'll start with the conditional operators and maybe loops also we can start with. And then we'll also do the other operators. We'll do logical operators. So logical operators we usually use in the if conditions.
Yes, sir.
So once we do the condition, then we will do the operators. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, then anyone has any questions regarding the previous session, regarding this session?
Can you explain a first line written
Which one?
program? The public static void main
Yeah,
string
this we will do
args.
once we start with
Strings
the object-oriented.
bracket is written with a string or as well as args. Can you explain both the meaning of this line?
This is an access specifier.
sir.
Static is a keyword which is a function we can invoke without creating its. We can invoke this method without creating object of this class. So if you wish to invoke any method and you don't want to create an object of that class, then we can use static. These are all later on OOPS concept. So as of now,
Yes,
just
sir.
by heart this line. And
But
this is
sir,
your command line
okay,
argument.
Okay. But sir, the
Yes.
bracket is written with a string as well as args. Then what is the difference between a string and
This is an
args?
array. This is an array
bracket?
of. This is an array of strings.
Okay.
This is the array of string. So this will cover up when we do the topic of arrays. So for your understanding, what you have to do is go to the default package src, right click on it, go to new, make a class. Okay, whatever class you want to name, just give demo. It will give you a class. Just type main, control space bar, choose this, and then do your programming. Later on, we will do the dissection. If you wish to go into further detail, then I will share you some of my videos wherein I have done the post-mortem of this. So I'll share it to you. I'll show you my playlist. You can watch that playlist, okay? That what is this public static void main doing. Yes, Shabana, you see? Do you see a message on the WhatsApp group?
Yes, sir.
What does it read? What does the video title read?
Core Java episode 4.
Hmm.
Explanations of public static void main string
And-
args.
so you can watch that video and then we can discuss it. So as we are into beginners, no, we don't want to, unnecessarily jump toward complex topics straight away.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay, guys, anyone else has any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
All
sir,
good?
thank you.
All good.
Okay, then take care and we'll meet on Saturday next time. On Friday, sorry. 10 a.m. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, sir.
guys.
Thank you.